So, a very warm welcome to this extraordinary event. The first event, the first summit, the first Safir Global Summit here in the United Arab Emirates in Dubai. And so, we started very special these 3 days, which are in front of us. So we start today with the top 100s. So the best of the best, we're flying in from all over the world. And so it's a big honor for me to open this event right now with you together. And I'm sure in these next few days, you will see here not just good things, not just great things. It will be absolutely spectacular. And for nothing less, we are here. And I love it that we are in this circle today, that we start like that. I love it that we're surrounded of people. They not just take care of themselves, they also take care of the others. And I love it to be surrounded of people, they are ready to build up and create and reach something spectacular. You're ready?
Yes.
That's good. Well, so, that means we have a massive program where we will go over and we will go forward step by step. Just as a brief information, so we have now a little bit delay, of course, because few people were here without original registration, so we had to start a little bit later. But basically, we still will try to get everything in, because afterwards, of course, we still have a big program for today. So, my name is Werner Kaiser. I also will talk about myself a little bit later. So what is really great, what we have achieved here together over these last months, is not just to get something started. We've moved it already in a huge direction. So only for today, only these top 100s are representing 26 nations, only here in the room. So tomorrow, of course, this number will be much more bigger. And of course, we also want to know which are those people from which nation which are represented most here to this kickoff event. And so, who have built that up already? Great. Everyone here anyway, of course. But those people are the most here in the room. So we welcome the people of Spain. The Spain people. Perfect. So second biggest group here today is from Germany. And basically a very small country, but very good in the way in our business. We will see that also a little bit later. Austria. So, I think a few of you were arriving already a few days ago. Also, will stay a little bit longer afterwards, can be after the summits. And a lot of you basically also have booked their overnights in the recommended hotels by us. So this is the Grand Plaza and of course the Intercontinental. So basically, it was originally planned also to do this meeting today in the Intercontinental. So we had to move it a little bit around because few people have asked why not doing it in the same hotel. So our presentation room that we had planned for today in the Intercontinental is a very special one, where you have a view of the sea during the events. But this was requested from one of the high sheikhs here in Dubai for this time frame and that the Sheikh is asking for the room is free. So we had to move here to other destination. But when you're staying there in these hotels, so really also enjoy this time together, because basically also this day is done in a specific direction. Of course, we will see already a few very interesting things. But the main event, of course, is tomorrow. The main content we will see tomorrow, but what is the good thing to start like that? We have time to meet us first time, to come first time together, which has never happened until today. So this is something very important. So we have built it up in the last few months, our whole business basically with Zoom calls. We never have seen each other. So it's very important from my point of view to come together, to have the possibility in the evening, on the yards today, for example, to know each other much more better, to understand what is the wish from each one, from each side, and how we can improve in the best direction forward. From my point of view, I believe in destiny. So that we are together like that, it's not an accident. So we'll see it also later when we look a little bit to the career levels. What was able to reach in such a short period of time. And this, of course, you have to do also with the circumstance that few of the most successful networkers in this world have joined us in the meantime, the superstars. And this has to do with how we are doing the things. But of course, a little bit more understanding to that we will get during these days. So when you're staying there, of course, we all stay there from the corporate side, so there we have possibility, of course, in the evening to sit together, speak with each other. So use this possibility also, of course, in these next few days. So, Dubai, spectacular. As when it's your first time, as I was impressed massively when I was first time here 20 years ago. But in the meantime, of course, Dubai was growing a little bit. And so also use this time to get a little bit of feeling for that, because from my point of view, it's really mind-opening to understand what is possible. What have done they here made out from a desert in only 40 years. With a clear plan, with a clear vision, and the right people. So when this was possible to do, to what could we be able to do with these possibilities what we have in our hands? Just everything has to go in the right direction. Done step by step, on the correct way. That's exactly what we are doing. So also, of course, in the welcome, we have got the welcome pack. There are a few important things inside. So for the final day, of course, on the third day, we will go to the safari together. So here's your Safir cappy, so as your sun protection. So take them then with you. And of course also something important for every networker who would like to build up. So you know you have to be reachable all the time. The people are calling you, want to speak with you, want to have an advice. So power bank, so when you're together in the desert or somewhere else, that you never run out of telephone connection. Use the charger. So this in your welcome bag, and of course also here a nice pin, what you can use for yourself. So the general pin, Safir, and nice accessory. So these next few days, like I said before, we really should use the time to also do a little bit, how to say, an exchange of experiences. Few people here in the room are massively successful. Everybody here in the room is successful. But few people have reached in such short period of time things which are basically nearly unbelievable. So really should also use this time to come together to speak with each other. So many nations, so many experiences, so many cultures. And that, of course, is a great experience to do. Also, of course, when you say, okay, who is who in this next 3 days, for sure you have recognized that there are 3 different, basically more different colors of lanyards. So the first one, the gray one, this is Zeniq Corporate. So we have for these whole 3 days very special guests with us from Zeniq, which is our product provider, service and product developer. So when there are questions in these directions, products, whatever, these are the right people to speak with. Then of course, Safir Corporate have the black one. deep blue one. So, and the black one, of course, from tomorrow on, all other attendees of the whole summit. Special guests have the yellow one. These are basically people which want to do something with us together. Not something small, it's something great. So top 100, of course, everyone here in the room, minimum a blue lanyard, and when you see someone with a white one, then you know it's minimum diamond or higher. So when you say, okay, I want to speak with those people who are responsible for what, just have a look which lanyard they wear, and then you know here is the right address. So, also you have seen on your lanyards, on these badges, there are a few codes. So one of these codes is needed for today. This is tour 1, for example, you could have in your lanyards, because in the afternoon, after this starting of our whole summit, we all will drive together to the offices. Zeniq office and Safir office. So a lot of people have asked for that. We want to see it, we want to be there, we want to touch it, and this of course we will do in the afternoon together. So when you are in group tour 1, who is the guide for tour 1? Here's the guide. The guides. Who is tour 1?
Group 1? Group 1? Group 1?
Tour 1? Yeah? So please let me shortly stay up, because then the other ones know.
Left door.
Tour 1. Perfectly. This is your guides when you have on your badge tour 1. Tour 2. Here's tour 2. Tour 2. Your guides. Perfectly. Tour 3 and tour 4. So later on, the people will also stay outside and they know exactly where to go to get the right bus. Because of course it's an organized visit. And when you turn it around, your badge, then of course you have the little barcode, you can scan it, and then you see the whole schedule for the next few days. And this schedule is basically massive, specifically when we look to the content. Because what we want to do together in this next months, years and centuries, because how we are building them up, that's something for a lifetime. So everything step by step, activation after activation, of additional services, products, and a lot of other things on top. So that means basically, for nothing less, you're here. Reach for the stars. And this is possible. Absolutely possible for everyone. You have started already, you have a great foundation already. But of course you will understand also in these next few days that things what are coming now in addition, what that means when you have already such a big team in place in this moment. So of course, small short overview for today. We'll start a little bit with facts and figures about Safir, how we have started, how well we have done over the last few months. Then of course you will see the Safir top management, because a lot of people have asked what is people exactly, so you'll see them today. Then of course we are coming over to Zeniq. There we will have a little bit an overview what has happened from their side over the last few months. And of course also the top management of Zeniq is here today with us. And also those people you will see possibly first time. And then of course the status to different things, status quo, on which point we are today. Product, services, hub, infrastructure to that. So there we get already a little bit information. Much more detail, much more about that, we'll see tomorrow. And of course, a little bit look forwards for tomorrow, because we will present tomorrow a few very interesting things. And to say interesting from my point of view is not enough said, because it's much more than that. Of course, you should already have a little bit pre-information to have in mind what could come, because tomorrow are coming your people. So you have already a little bit pre-information before the others arrive. So today, like I said before, we have a lunch break in between, of course, in this hotel, so 60 minutes long, and then of course, depends on which group you are, is the pickup service, and then we drive together to the offices to have a look there to Zeniq and Safir. And in the evening, of course, after our tour together, they will go together on the yards, on the desert roads. And this is really a nice experience. So also there's the pick-up service at 6:30 p.m. From the Intercontinental Hotel, and they are bringing us directly to the Dubai Marina. And of course here, when you're first time in Dubai, just what you see here from far away looks already amazing. But when you drive there to the Dubai Marina, then you see how Dubai basically really looks like. It's unbelievable. You will drive here like in a river with these yards between the skyscrapers. It's a fantastic experience. Of course, we will have our dinner there. We will have a lot of time to speak with each other. And just as an additional information, there, basically, we are in a Arabic country. They can only serve on these yards, that you're not surprised, non-alcoholic drinks. But when you say, I want to drink also something else, you can order it by yourself. But we cannot offer it there from our side. Through these procedures here. So it's possible also to order alcoholic drinks, but basically from our side we only can serve non-alcoholic drinks. So, and then of course tomorrow is the main day, a lot of content, a lot of things, a lot of facts. And in the evening of course we will have our spectacular Safir Gala dinner, and also there we will have a little bit of content, because we will see it a little bit later on. So basically, our whole journey just have started. But we have already people that were running through the whole benefit plan. You can imagine, they were going completely through before the first event even is happened. So for that reason, of course, there is more to come. And also this, of course, we'll see on the Safir Gala dinner, and on the third day, very important, because most of here will be there also in the room. We have an executive meeting, that means from Diamond Plus, and there, of course, we will go very deep in specific things to really understand also all these new things which will come up, and also basic questions. So in this room there, we will have all representatives from Zeniq, from Safir, and also a few people from the technical side. So when there are very specific questions, there they can be answered. So this is a nice possibility, a nice opportunity to be there, part of it. So, and of course on the last day then, the desert tour. This is also some great experience where we all do together. So all people, also all people from tomorrow, and this camp where we will go, it's not just a typical desert tour. This is the private desert or safari area from the Al Maktoums. You cannot do it better. So, if you never have seen that, you will see there the best tour what you ever could get. You like it? Yes. So, let us look a little bit what's happened so over the last few months. And basically, Safir have started his business preparations in the first quarter 2020. Then, of course, the official start was happening in the fourth quarter 2020, so at the end of last year. And in this moment, just with a very small group of people. You will see later on a few figures where we are right now. But it has started very small, everything starts. And of course, then we had already the first, or in the second quarter, the first small delivery wave of the physical device of our Zeniq Hub. Of course, also there we will hear a lot, specifically tomorrow. I think a lot of people are interested what is the status there. So hopefully there are some very good informations, if you like. Yeah, good. So then, of course, a big step here was also to move everything to Dubai, because before we were situated on another place here in the United Arab Emirates. So we've moved everything to Dubai, headquarters in the Fortune Tower. That's exactly the place where we also will go to in the afternoon together. Great location. And of course, a very important thing was the activation of the new website, the new back office, everything around. And of course, few people of you possibly know the old version of the back office, and what the new one looks like. And there are just a few clarifications to that, because few people are asking sometimes, what is with that, what is with that in the back office? This back office is not just a normal back office, how you can imagine, coming from this crypto world. It's a high complicated thing in the background. But it's working perfectly. So a lot of implementations were done since, or addition functions was activated since then. Zeniq coin, possibly the most important thing, that you can move it out to MetaMask, the wrapped coin to the token. So this is was a very important step, because from this moment on, it was clear for everyone outside there it's real. Because when this is possible, that you can sell the coin or the wrapped coin in this situation to a third-party exchange, and you can change it over to something else, then it has to be real. Otherwise, it would not work. It would be not accepted from the other side. So this was just one of these very, very important steps. And of course, a lot of things are prepared for these summits. A lot of things will get activated, and of course, a lot of things will have a look what will come in the next weeks and months in addition. So, which is very important based on the business setting, how we are building it up. Everything has to be correct. That's the most important thing. So, and for that reason, we are looking all the time on all sides. We are well here, well here, well here, well here. And there is also a very important figure on what we have to look all the time, the comparison between customers and promoters. Because in this industry, there is this 50% rule, which have a very clear and also a substantial reason. That there are products in the market, when we speak about recommendation marketing, that just were sold because a high commission was on it. So for that reason, there was a regulation applied, which says minimum 50% customers, minimum 50%, maximum 50% can be distributors or promoters. So only that you get an idea, so we have currently the status, only 31% of promoters who have done a recommendation to others, and 69% are customers. They just enjoy the product and the services, and this is a very good foundation. A foundation to build something up great, because that means it works for the customer. The customer is satisfied with the product, because otherwise you would not go for it. So very, very important. So, was too fast. The top 10 countries when we talk about customers and promoters together. So it's not a turnover now in the ranking, it's the growth of the network itself. How many people in which country? So these are the first 7. So top 10, Poland. Poland is here? They have to be here, of course. Rank 9, Russia. Rank 8, Ivory Coast. Also für die German-speaking ones, this is Elfenbeinküste. So, France as next one. Spain, then will be very well, and from the long basket we done. So then of course, very fast growing now, we'll see where this will go in the next months. Vietnam, very good on the way. Rank 4 is Austria. Right. So now we're coming to the top 3. What do you think? Who could be top 3? Romania? So, rank 3, Germany. Second rank, and now could be that they get a little bit surprised now which countries we will see it now. Second rank, India. And the first rank is even much more surprising. So I was surprised when I have seen it, because they are not just leading, they are leading with a huge gap between before rank 2 is coming. And this is, who could it be?
Nigeria.
It's Nigeria. So only right now in Nigeria, around 65,000 customers in Brazil is only there. So, how many customers per world we have in total right now? That's of course also an interesting number. So, how many in total? 264,490.
264.
All together. And not to forget, basically at the very beginning, a few people have started, like it is all the time. But those people we have in the meantime is unbelievable good. But it's not a hype, as we will also see tomorrow. We are growing constantly, step by step. So then, of course, also important information for a lot of people, possibly, how many coins we are wrapped already to tokens to move it out, for example, to MIEUX. 29 million. Minted coins are already on MIEUX, but then people have moved out there. And the even more important information, how many transactions have happened from minted coins to MetaMask and from there change it over to something else. This was in total 9,108 transactions. So if someone says that's not working, you know in the future the answer. It have worked 9,108 times already perfectly. So this is very important because this is the foundation of our business. So then of course, token holder on Uniswap, so the red coin, right now 5,004, but of course massively increasing. And something also which has just taken place, you know that the Zeniq app was released just for the Android version. Hopefully we will hear also in the next few days about the iOS version something. But only as an information that's very interesting because you have to do something proactive to download something. Already download 17,600 times. Zeniq app, Android. And this Zeniq app will be very important for a few things which will come. This will be very important to our business too. So all people, when they are registering, they should also, just that you share this information with your people, should download this app immediately because they will need it for a few specific things. So this question was asked many, many times. How many full nodes, how many hubs are already activated? What do you think? 97,490. So that means we go in the maximum of decentralization. Maximum. Because this is very important, of course, later on for all the things what will be added on top. So also just as a small clarification, you've seen this menu item, this minting pull-ups. A lot of people have asked what is that. These are all full nodes which are in the sharing. When people say just want to activate a partial or a part of a last node. So they are all full nodes, all the addresses which can be looked by everyone himself on the Block Explorer are MIEUX there. And the other question was also asked from many, many people, how many hubs 01 even can be sold to the market? When people are communicating, there's something very different things. So basically up to 500,000. Based on the halving of the halving. So you know, from 10,000 to 50,000, each 1,000 hubs, 4% less in the sales halving, 50 to 100,000, 2% less. So today we will reach that. Today we will reach the 100,000 full nodes. And from this moment on, 1% less, 0.5% less, 0.25% less. So it's slowly down extremely. So based on this, up to 500,000 master nodes with minting of the Zeniq coins is possible. So, and of course to that we will hear a lot. Little bit today, much more tomorrow. What is the status of the physical hub? Delivery, possibly we hear something about that. and of course these functions, what this hub will bring to all of us. So, and what has happened in these last few months when we talk about success in the network, surveillance? We just have a brief overlook. How many rubies are, these are the dates from yesterday, right now, we have 1,471 rubies. 1,259 double rubies. 368 sapphires. 90 double sapphires. And a lot of people which are very close over to the rank of diamonds. And this is of course the black sapphire 56. So normally when someone has reached a level like that, that's already in a good situation. But of course it's just a forecast of that's what is possible in the next race. So how many diamonds you will see tomorrow during the gala dinner, and from my point of view, you will be very surprised. It was not just how many diamonds, how many double diamonds, triple, white, double whites, and possibly even more than that. So, Safir corporate structure, and here I'm very happy and honored that I can bring him on stage. He's an absolutely great guy, so we're coming very, very close together over these last few months. We have a huge experience in this technical worlds, and someone with a huge experience. A lot of contacts here in the United Emirates, but not just here. This is of course something very important to bring the things forward in the perfect direction. So for that reason, we give him a big welcome. Our CEO, Safir Global PMCC, Ari Abdul-Jabbar.
Hello and thank you for being here. It is a really nice opportunity to meet all of you today in Dubai. Regarding me and regarding my experience, before I speak about this, let me tell you why we are here in Dubai. Okay, in UAE we believe in the vision to be the first digital nation of the world. So to do that, we have a bold initiatives. We have a strategy, a vision for 2071 to be the leading nation in digital product and digital service. We want to be the first digital nation in the world. So it was really something intuitive, something really important for us to be established here in Dubai and to start from here and to attract more businesses around the world. So to talk about me, my name is Ali Zanjal. I am an engineer. I have more than 18 years experience in the telecom industry. I worked in Nigeria before. For 1 year we established. I wasn't surprised to see the numbers over here. So I worked there for Salat for around 1 year. We established the first telecom company outside of Asia. Yeah, Nigeria. I'm a very beautiful nation, by the way, Nigeria. I've been to Lagos, I've been to Abuja, I think. So after that, I came back to the UAE and we established the first smart city in the UAE. It was in Abu Dhabi at that time. At that time, in 2008, it was a really new concept in the UAE to have a really smart city. We work on the infrastructure, we work into what you say, the infrastructure, the smart home infrastructure, and how we can, from your own home to work in different, or you can say from only your home and from hub to control many services around the UAE, or the government services itself. After that, I finished my master's degree from Khalifa Universities in Smart City and Data Privacy. Later on, I joined the Sharjah Research and Technology Park. We are more focused on entrepreneurship, we're more focused on the technology, and we can help researchers from the university to come up and spin up their own companies. We work in different domain of technology. Digitization, blockchain is one of the main topics right now that we are working in either UAE or our research park. Later on, later on I met the guys from Zeniq, and we have very common things together, so we decided, okay, why not start working on this nice project? I believe that you are all contributing to this nice project. I think that you all believe in your own freedom, you all believe in the community itself, and we have how we can think back or give back to the community through the distribution network that we are creating every day. So later on, speaking about the structure, so in order for any business to be really successful, you have to have the right structure to help you and to help us to reach to more people around the world. So in our organization, we have different section and departments, starting from the marketing team. We have also the administration team, which look after all the administrative jobs that are coming over here in the UAE. We have also a customer support team services, because we know that the network itself started to grow very fast, and we have a mandate from ourselves to provide them with the best services, because we care not too much about our promoters, we care too much about our customers, and we want as much as possible to help them in their endeavors. Also, if we speak about Safir itself and how Safir was established before, so before we become Safir and we work started to combine the world of digital and combine the world of network marketing, we were purely a technology-driven company. We worked in many projects, either over in UAE or some projects outside the UAE. It's mainly in the telecom field, supplying of equipment, software, and developing infrastructure. The board members, how we established again that we are, the Safir itself is a group of entrepreneurs from the GCC. They believe in blockchain, they believe in the vision of creating the best digital nation out here from Dubai. As a part of being more deep in the technical domain, so I was nominated by the board members to lead Safir towards the next step. So thank you again for being here, and I believe in the next few days you are going to have a great experience, and you will taste a little bit of the flavor of the hospitality of Dubai. Thank you again.
So massive knowledge and massive contacts here in this whole region of these Arabic countries, so just great. Thank you very much. So a little bit about myself. Kaiser, basically born in Austria. Have done a lot in this field of direct sales, of recommendation marketing, however it's called. And so I'm very excited because I had a very similar situation one time already, nearly 20 years ago. I was joining something which was basically starting from zero. Years later, it was $1 billion company, but not just in the whole turnover, in the yearly sense. And I had the possibility there to grow with this company in a massive direction. Also on the corporate side, of course, was also responsible for network, as a board member, and all these other things. So for that reason, I'm very excited because I know what there we have done, this can be here done in a much more different scale, in a much more bigger scale, because this blockchain world, with these possibilities, there is no limit. So how we are doing it and how we are bringing these things in place, we will reach something what nobody in this industry have seen before. So, and of course, we also have brought on board a few very impressive people. Also very known people in this world of network. All of them have built up massive structures in their history, and these are our so-called regional directors. Just a little bit definition for you, because with those people you will have to do a lot in the future, because you're already most of you diamond or even higher. So these are in the future your direct points of communication. Yeah? If you want to go through the company, so these are your points between. Yeah? So in their profile, or what is the main task of them? Of course, supporting these leaders, these top leaders. Yeah? So also they represent a lot of different languages that they can do that really in the best way. Then of course, trainings and events on a regular basis. We also will talk about that a little bit tomorrow. So corporate calls, webinars, a lot of other stuff. And of course also training sessions to bring to the fields a much more deeper understanding like a lot of people have right now. So, and of course also control what is happening outside here. Because we as the leaders, and this have to be clear, we not just have the responsibility to grow something huge, we also have the responsibility to protect it from all sides. So we have to look which people are communicating correctly. If they are doing incorrect communication, we have to pull them back. Yeah? So this is very important, of course, also. They will have a look at the whole market. What's going on there, which people are doing it correctly. And of course, like I said before, the direct bridge to the company, to Safir itself. So, and the first one I would like to welcome now with me here on stage, and he's, basically he will introduce himself, but I think a lot of people here in the room will know him, and he's a real expert in this field of direct sales, of communication, and of course also in this industry of network marketing. So we give him a big welcome. Regional Director, Safir Global DMCC, Thomas Engert.
Pas de couteau. C'est sur ton mur, tu peux filer ton mur.
So the former NBA legend and historical basketball player Magic Johnson was once in an interview asked, Magic, when you can build a world-class team, the best team ever, from which club, from where, who you would choose to this team, which of the superstars you would recruit, whom you going to bring in this team? And he answered, after a while, he said, listen man, I don't want all those superstars, those billion dollar earners. To build a world-class team, I need people who are hungry, who want to work their butt off, who have dreams, who want to achieve something great, who want to be someone. The people who are very hungry. That's the people for a world-class team. And I see a lot of very hungry people in this room. Good morning, Dubai! So we recruit the best, the 100 best of 265,000 are in this room, so give yourself a big hand. This is really, really fantastic. Really fantastic. So how I joined Safir. I'm not so long in this company. We officially joined beginning of May. Me and a very good friend. And I usually was very disappointed of this industry after 20 years, and I was fucked up really of my old company, and I was searching for something different, totally different. I wanted to do something with crypto, consulting and so on, and I called my old friend Jan, he's here. And because I was dealing with these things, and he said, no, listen, I'm doing network marketing again. I said, I don't believe him. He said, but this is different. We have a real business, we have a real management, we have real products, they are mind-blowing, and this company doesn't make me to a millionaire, because I'm already a millionaire, this will make me to a billionaire. And I said, this sounds interesting, let me see this. So this is the story, and so I was introduced and I had the opportunity to come for 1 week to Dubai and meet all those amazing people, that you always see on stage or you have already seen, like Werner, like Ali, like Sulaiman, like Erwin, like Michael, and all those other great staff who are working really hard and they work their butt off for their vision to make this company the biggest thing in this network and in this blockchain universe. Are you ready to build this? Yes! That's what I want to hear. So, and I think we done the beginning. It's just the beginning. Already we did a lot of sales, we did a lot of things, but this is just the beginning. But after this 2 or 3 days, I think we will start on a whole new level. And you all will be superstars in this industry. And we see us every year here in Dubai, right? Okay, I'm really done, and I have one honor now. And it's a pleasure for me to work with people, you know. People are not following products, or people are not following companies or money, of course, for a short time. But to be for a long time successful, people follow people. And you find your right leader. And the first one I called to come with me in this company, and he's also regional director, because he was with me in Dubai there, and he has this experience. This is really amazing, over 30 years, you know. And he's already the first in my team who earned over 1 million euro in the last 5 months. He's an amazing networker. He's an amazing direct seller, an amazing speaker, but most of all, he's my friend. He's from Turkey, lived 30 years in the Netherlands, and now he lives again in Turkey, and he has the accent to prove it. Give me a welcome hand to Asker Sakimas.
Okay, thank you very much, Thomas. Thank you very much, Werner. It's a great pleasure to be here. So I know that a lot of people are coming from Germany here, but I hope that it's okay that information is coming to you about the English, which we are doing the whole day. So my name is Asker. I'm born in Turkey. I'm 54, but I have lived 43 years in the Netherlands, in Holland. Is er iemand vanuit Nederland hier? Oké, jongen, dan gaan we zo meteen even praten. Goed. I'm speaking 4 languages, so as a regional director, I think it will be perfectly to have 3 top experienced persons. It's Thomas, it's me, and you will meet also Mark. I think we are together almost 100 years experience in network marketing, and we are speaking so many languages. So what we're going to do is we're going to support you. We are going to support everybody who's diamond and up, because otherwise we will not get it. And exactly what Thomas is explaining, we started almost 5.5 months ago. And the most important question, I think, for us all is, why Safir and why Zeniq? Because after 33 years network marketing, I think that we can screen and we can find out what is real and what is not real. So I think we all can be happy that after so many years, and I've seen so many companies, so many scams, I didn't do it, but I saw my friends doing those companies. I think this is the first time in my life, and I think also in your life, that we're dealing with a real company, with a real product and products, and with real people who want to build up something very huge. You have seen Mr. Ali, and you will see Mr. Suleiman. You have met, of course, Erwin. We know Michael, and we know Erwin. These guys are not networkers. These guys are not working with companies and switching every year another company. These guys are going to build the biggest thing in this industry. And the only thing what we have to do is we are going to promote and help this company to build a community. That's all. Because the rest, they are going to do this. And the last thing what I want to share, I just wanted to look at like this. Do you know what happened in 2007? In 2007, something has happened in the world which changed our lives. There were a couple of companies in the mobile phone industry. We had Ericsson, we had Nokia, we had Sony. We all know those mobile phones. And in 2007, a new technology came, and that was the iPhone, and everything changed. We remember this. The blockchain industry and the crypto industry is huge. It's growing very, very fast. And I'm seeing it like year 2007, because Zeniq is coming with a technology which is going to change everything in the crypto industry and in the blockchain industry. This is going to be huge, and we are a part out of this. So take this advantage, don't sleep, and let's work the next 3 years non-stop to bring this to the top. Thank you very much, and see you back. Bye.
So, and there is one regional director, and of course I think a lot of you know him very well, because you have seen him many times on your laptop at home, possibly because he's in the meantime like the voice of the whole company, because he's doing the most of the webinars. He's worked a lot for everyone, so he's taking care when there are issues in this and this and this. So really spectacular. Very happy that he's with us. He's from Germany. Regional Director Mark Münchmeyer.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, long time ago, 2 years, Corona, yeah. Before 20 years, almost every day, other city, other event, and then break. Yeah, it's nice, it's nice. So, yeah, why I'm here, you can see my vita a little bit, 30 years of direct selling and 20 years of kind of network marketing. And yeah, why I'm here. I'm not looking for a company only, I'm here. We have an ecosystem, we have a blockchain, we have a upcoming exchange, we have a lot of stuff what never was done before in that form in direct selling. And that is what Aska was saying, also the reason to change the mind in different ways, also in case of working together, building together, or having the opportunity to build this ecosystem with a customer base never seen before in crypto land, yeah, and blockchain land. And this is important. Every single one of us is participating from that. Yeah, over minting, over the house coin, over all the products and services we will see in the future. So that is our Ethereum, that is our Binance, that is our Cardano, whatsoever. Yeah, so this is very important to understand. It's not only an ABC limited company like so many, yeah, coming and going in the last few decades. That is the opportunity. Yeah, and that's why also in network marketing, you know, there's always the last decades a lot of egos, a lot of, oh, that's my team, that's your team, that's my team, that's your team. Yeah, we all working in one basket. Yeah, and this event, I think, is very important to go together, to come together, and learn to work together. But every single customer, every single sales, yeah, is giving a value in this ecosystem, is giving a value in the participation of every single one of us. Yeah, that's important to know. Every single one of us is a partner of all of us. Okay? So let's work together, build a big, big brand. I was looking for, since 30 years, I meet Thomas in a brand company. Yeah, that was the German bank at the time. It was the third biggest bank in the world. And the circle is closing. Yeah, 20 years later, so many people coming together. I meet 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, yeah, and we will see them all here, yeah, all of us participating. So let's go, let's rock.
So, regional directors, not just stay with me, because we just have one more scene, because we are, before we're going over to the next part. This is, of course, something very important from my point of view. What is the mission of Safir? So, we are offering spectacular things, and more things will come. Yeah? But we are just, let us say like that, a service provider which have opportunities for everyone. Everyone who wants to do something with us together have the possibility to do so. Yeah? But we will not go in the direction like so many other companies are doing that, are trying that. To say we are the only one and this and this and this and this. No, no. We just bring in the market something where everyone, like Mark said, can participate. And we, in this case, building up a global community of self-thinking and super-acting people. And bring back not just, like I said in the beginning, to someone itself, freedom, bring it back to everyone. Because the most of the people are far away from it. And we have everything in our hands to make it possible. We just have to do everything what is doing, or to do for this direction. To give everything more than everyone could expect. This is our job. We are the top 100s. We bring it forward. And I'm very happy also this next few days that we have time to come a little bit more together. And of course, right now we just have seen what is the current status. But tomorrow, of course, we will understand a little bit more what is coming next. And so for that reason, I'm very happy now to bring this person on stage who basically have given us the foundation for everything what we could experience these last few months, for everything what will come in these next months, years, and long above that. And this, of course, is the CEO of Zeniq Technologies, Magister Erwin Dr.
Yeah, I have a microphone. Thanks very much. I love the pressure after speaking 4 top sales guys since, I don't know, 200 years already in network marketing, so the pressure is low, but no problem, I can handle it. If somebody knows what I did before, history about me, I was swim professional, was 20 years of my life in a swimming pool, swimming up and down, having a focus, having a goal, have a vision. First step was European Championship, second step World Championship, third step Olympic Games. First, done. World Championship, done. Third one was Olympic Games. So I was preparing 4 years of my life, focusing, having in nearly every room in my flat the time for the Olympic Games that I need to achieve. And in the end, I missed it for 0.13 of a second. 100 meters backstroke, 2008 Beijing. It hurt a little bit, but this is maybe the teaser one here, because I knew that I have the potential to achieve something. I'm focused, I know how to train, I know how to work my butt off, as we heard from Mr. Johnson. And I'm happy to be here. In 2008, I remember when the idea was born, where we said, okay, blockchain was new, crypto was new for me, and then we were talking with our CTO, one of my best friends, and he told me he had a vision, and he wants to do a decentralized exchange in a way that nobody did before. And I said, in a way that nobody did before, this sounds interesting. And this was actually the hook for me, where I said, okay, let's do it. What do we need? And then we put actually our own money to work 2 years. We built the team. We let it grow until 2020, when we said, okay, now we are ready. We can start to launch our project. 2020 was the perfect year to start a business. Corona, you know, excellent time. So no little challenges, but as you know, we all love challenges. There are no challenges, they are just possibilities, and I think we took the chance, and I'm very honored and happy to see what happened in the last year, because this was like, I think, an incredible journey for you, for me, for everybody. And yeah, I'm very pleased to stay here. And maybe something I want to mention, because for me, I'm not a networker. I was dealing in a sport event management company with a value of $800 million US. and I had the honor to, let's say, build this company, 17 countries, each country over 2,000 people that I was responsible for. So I think from management skills I'm qualified, and so I'm happy to be here. But something I want to mention is maybe you know Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad, maybe some bells are ringing. He wrote another book. It's called The Cash Flow Quadrant. Maybe you know about this book. Yeah, I think they know this book. So what is important in this book? He's talking about 4 quadrants. First quadrant is that you're working for a system. So you're an employee and you're working for a system. This is the worst situation. Second quadrant, it's still at the left side. It's you are the system. What is the system? If you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, if you're doing your job, you're earning good money. It's already better. And now you're going to the right side. What is the right side? This is already the successful side. You are building a system. Building a system, you're making good money because the system is working for you, but you have to put effort. And the last quadrant is you're investing in a system. So now, why I'm talking about this? What are you guys doing? You have a system. Yes? Safir is an incredible system. Second, you're improving and building the system. Yeah? And you're investing in the system. So based on that, you guys are doing amazing. So applause, because you guys realize what it takes to be successful in life. And for me personally, my vision is to build a successful company that you can trust. Of course, I know that we're not perfect in everything. We are trying to do our best. We are working like hell all the time. I cannot even tell you how many nights we didn't sleep to bring certain things on track. I want to make blockchain easy for everybody. Leave a legacy so that people can say afterwards, this team, they did it. They did this, and I was part of it. And I think that we have to take in mind that what we are building here, it's for me personally, once in a lifetime opportunity to have such an amazing project. And I know if I'm not succeeding, I will really cry my whole life, because I knew that this was the opportunity of my life. And last but not least, I want to bring Zeniq to the moon. This is important. I want to take this opportunity and say thanks to Ali. It's not just a business partner, friend in the meantime. We had a lot of interesting stories, a lot of challenges that we were facing, and so I'm really happy to have such a partner on my side. I'm really happy about our regional directors who are doing an amazing job, about Safir in general, and yeah, I'm happy to be part of this journey. So thanks guys, and I wish you an amazing 3 days of experience.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank you very much for participating in this event. You're making some things possible that we really did not even know it is possible. A very warm welcome from my side to participate in the Safir Global Event, Global Summit 2021. Thank you very much. My name is Michael Hoffner. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Zeniq, and also co-founder with my friends and partners. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because we have a drive, we want to change something. We have a passion to make things better than they were before. And if you take a look to my bio, most people will probably ask, why is a medical doctor on stage and talking about blockchain technology? I was born and raised in Austria. I was studying medicine there, and then a few months in the United States, and then in China. Then I realized in this medical study that there are some things wrong in the healthcare system. And I was always trying to investigate how to understand the body better, how to improve the things. So I specialized then in complementary medicine. And I realized that there are some tools that, for whatever the reason is, they are not applied in a Western medical system. So I specialized in this complementary medicine, and then I led one of the biggest research projects in complementary medicine in Europe, about regenerative medicine, and more than 20 publications about regenerative medicine. And it is now, glad that we came to this stage, already applied in several university clinics and hospitals. So there was some tiny things that changed something in the field of medicine. What I learned in this part of my life was that if you dig deeper, if you really ask questions, and if you really have the drive and are passionate enough to go there deeply, then you have the ability to change something. And these tools that you have when you are a passionate researcher, you can apply in every kind of different things. Technology, healthcare, finance, whatever it is. And I don't have to explain to you that if you dig deep into the financial system, you will find out a lot of issues. So when I did this the first time, I realized that blockchain technology is something that could drive things forward. So I got attracted to this. I really found a passion next to medicine in this new technology. And I applied all the research things that I learned in my previous career in these kind of things. Then I was with Urban and with some other partners putting all our money together to realize our dream, bring things forward in this financial system. Because most of the people, they are not allowed, or some people don't even have access to a bank. Some people want to transfer money from here to there, and it's a massive nightmare of a process. So to bring more freedom and independence to the people was one of the main reasons why I'm doing this, and this is one of the main reasons why I am here to manage the things. And this Zeniq Technology is a research and development company in blockchain technology. The same methods can be applied as everywhere else when it comes to research. In total, more or less, everything what you do, I believe if you are passionate about it, you will become good in it. If you will become good in it, of course, you will become successful. And as already Thomas mentioned, I already see a lot of successful people here, most probably because you're not running just after money, because you like what you do. And I really hope that you continue liking what you do, because you support us to change something in the financial system, to change something for people. Thank you again for participating.
So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for being here today. We are very pleased to have you and basically to show you around Dubai, and as Ali said, to get some of the flavor of the Dubai hospitality. So, as a way of introduction, I'm basically the managing director of Zeniq Technology. I'm an Emirati by, let's say, nationality, but I insist on saying that I'm a global citizen. As I've been around basically working in so many different countries, I've worked between the United Nations, I've worked in banks, and I've also worked and still assisting the Dubai government. So what I specialize in is basically, I'm a practitioner of sustainability. So when someone says sustainability, it's a huge topic, and it could be interpreted in so many different ways. But if you want to summarize it and put it into context and make it easier for anyone to understand, so basically sustainability is looking at how you can create economic growth while at the same time reduce your impact on the environment and create value for the society. And so when I look at Zeniq and blockchain, that's what brought me into Zeniq. Because I thought blockchain and the way Zeniq has done the research and development and the product, basically what we have today, is what is creating value for the society. And at the same time helping in creating economic growth and also reducing the impact on the environment. Because when you look at Zeniq and the blockchain tech itself, many say that it's harming the environment, it's consuming a lot of energy, but the way Zeniq have designed its system, I can say that it's the most sustainable blockchain system that exists, or at least that I know of. And you have probably seen many of these blockchain companies and how they operate. And so without further ado, I would like to thank you again for being here. I wish you a pleasant stay. We have a full schedule for the next 3 days, and I'm sure you will have a great time. Thank you.
So, do we have a big system like that? No? Yeah? So, I would like to bring you some reviews, in fact, some stuff that we have already done in the last couple of months and years. Why are we working in blockchain technology? Have a look at this figure. You will realize that in 2013 we only had 66 different kind of cryptocurrencies. This number was growing exponentially, that we now have 4,500 different cryptocurrencies. So you see that there is some potential in this technology. I don't have to explain what. Going a little bit more back, in 2008, by end of 2008, when Bitcoin was invented, 2 years later, 2 years, in Wikipedia was written that Bitcoin is a scam. So today, Wikipedia is accepting Bitcoin as donation. If you take a look to the internet already, now, Google Safir, Zeniq, one of the first things you will see, Zeniq is a scam. We are all here to prove we are not a scam. And that's why we're showing you some of the things we have already done. 2018, as I already mentioned, the idea was born in Austria when we came together, reviewed some problems in the world and realized that there might be some solutions we can help to solve. We came up with the idea. A friend of us in Irving, we were fire and flame to go for this. So we put all our money into this and tried to bring this project forward. In 2019 in Austria, we already had the first prototype of the hub, the first pieces of the technology together. We saw, yeah, there is progress, we can do it. Then, even if we are passionate about it, we realized that we are running out of money. It takes more. So we thought we'd find some partners in Switzerland, and we tried to enter a new collaboration, which after a couple of months we realized did not work out. As I'm already 10 years here in Dubai, funded my first company here in 2012 for trading of medical goods, and I know Sulaiman 8 years already. We moved to Dubai because of the Corona crisis, because Europe was more or less completely shut down. There was no opportunity to bring things forward, at least not in a very positive way. So we moved to Dubai, we contacted all of our network, all of our people, and we found new partners here in Dubai, new partners who invest some money, who bring the things forward with us and take it from there where we already were. So the game changer for the whole project was by the beginning of 2021, like this year, when we funded the company here on the 24th May 2021. We are now 6 months. In the 6 months, With the collaboration, we have now more than 260,000 distribution partners. This is the certificate of incorporation. Just to see the companies existing, you see. You will see the office later on, but just take a look again to the internet. They don't have a physical office. The company is not existing. Special forces were coming to the office and they put us all into jail because the things are scam, right? No, they're not. We can prove it. So what we do is, we bring our idea to the next step with Zeniq Technologies, which was funded in May 2021. And what is probably not clear for everyone is, Zeniq Technology is incorporated in DIFC, Dubai International Financial Center, as a research and development company in blockchain technology. We are not producing hardware, we are not distributing anything. We have a research and development company who is licensing partners to produce the products and services that we have developed. And we are licensing partners who distribute the products that we have developed, like Safir. Therefore, whenever there comes a question, are we licensed with the Dubai International Finance Authority, the IFSA? No, we are not, because we are not the finance institution. We are not the financial service institution. We are a research and development company. Therefore, we don't even have to need it. We build a new infrastructure for blockchain technology. We build the hardware and software, at least how to do it, and then we license other entities who are experienced in this to produce it. We're building a safe, decentralized finance environment, something that is used by everyone in the world to become more independent and more flexible when it comes to their own assets. Therefore, the Zeniq Hub, I don't have to explain it in detail, is the core product. It's the backbone of our whole services, like the tool and platform to enter this digital world. And Erwin later on will give you the actual status of the development of the hub, and you will like it, I can already promise to you. So what happened in the last 6 months? We have now more than 25 people here in Dubai in our head office. We have more than 50 developers developing the product to the next stage from a technical point of view. Even these numbers are progressively growing, exponentially growing. We have signed a contract with the royal family, with Sheikh Said Al Maktoum, to have a strategic partner here in the UAE, because take a look to the vision Ali already mentioned. The UAE wants to be the first country in the world to be completely digital. They want to have, in the end of 2021, maybe it's a little bit optimistic, but probably the next year then, bring more than 50% of all government, of all public transactions on a blockchain. It's nice to have this vision, but you need tools for this. And we support them to realize it. We have developed a team that supports the whole strategy from several perspectives. They are not our developers, because for special reason of security, we don't want to bring them on, let's say, any threat that they can probably face. We're just presenting our management team, which is already well known here. Pedro is our chief legal officer. I'm very happy to have him in with his whole team supporting us from a legal perspective. Sylvia Sarasaga is leading our whole office with the whole team that is there. Alan is our innovation officer, coming up with new ideas. How can we integrate and develop it to the next level? Jan Bolma, I don't have to introduce probably him. He knows everyone most probably here in the stage and here in the room. So we have a tool set of people, we have a skill set of people that is, in my point of view, unique in the whole world. If you take a look at it, probably at the first view, you would say, oh, there is a guy who studied sports science, a medical doctor, and someone who did something in marketing, and they are really running now blockchain technology. Now, there are 50 developers completely experienced in the background who are developing the technology. But as we know, and probably you all know, some developers are doing hard when it comes to business. They have great ideas, they come up with things that can change the world, but You need to have a great idea and bring it into realization, get traction and go for it. This is what we are doing with this team. Some people would ask, why don't we have a white paper published like some other blockchain and cryptocurrencies? Because we want to do it better than others. Take a look at some white papers that are out there. They are 1 or 2 pages. They are talking bullshit about things that are, like I mentioned before, there is no real company, there is no real product. There are things that are just not in line. So we have developed already a white paper. We will come up with 2 white papers, with a business white paper and with a technical white paper later for the tokenizations and things, of about 30 pages. And this is actually in review with Ernst & Young and Deloitte, with one of the big 4s. So in the next couple of weeks, we will most probably have a final upgrade of our white paper. We will most probably have a stamp on it, and then everyone will see that there is no scam in it. It's a serious product, it's a serious company, it's something with the potential to change everything. Last but not least, at the moment, take a look at this. There are a lot of exchanges on there, and they have a huge turnover. But most of those exchanges are centralized. And take a look back to the invention of Bitcoin in 2008, 2009. This was not the idea of blockchain technology. The idea is decentralized finance, because you don't want to have a party in between who takes control over your assets. That's why we believe by end of 2021, we will exceed all of those companies, all of those exchanges by far, and I'm very, very happy and glad to be part of it, and also to have you part of it as our partners.
Perfect. Some quick information. I know we are a little bit delayed with our timeline, so I will go a little bit faster. So you will have tomorrow a little bit more in detail. We have our boat trip where you can ask me questions, so I will go a little bit faster through the presentation. CoinMarketCap Crypto Compare. I hope that you guys know it is the second biggest. You will now hear in a few minutes why we didn't put it on CoinMarketCap, why we have Crypto Compare, we are working with that. It will be in Crypto Compare in the next few days. We put all our homework already to launch our coin on this website, and also the token. First of all, I just want to quickly tell you the difference between coin and token, because sometimes this was not clear for some people. A coin, a coin has their own blockchain, and the token is something which is built on a blockchain. Yeah? So that's why we had some confusion. Bitcoin, it's a coin. Token, it's a ERC-20 token, which is built on the Ethereum blockchain. This is important because now we are coming to the next page, that people sometimes don't understand a lot the difference. So a coin is more like a crypto, or it is a cryptocurrency, and the token could be a security token, equity, utility token, or a payment token. There are more possibilities. As a smart contract, you can work and you can do so much more. And this is important because we will hear the next few days about tokenization, about NFTs, how we will do it, and what is the technique behind it, and how does it work. So far, we know that Zeniq has a coin because Zeniq has their own blockchain. And Zeniq has a token ERC-20 token. ERC-20 token is built on the Ethereum blockchain. How does it work? How Zeniq has an Ethereum token? It's because we did a wrapping. So what do we do? We take the coin, we wrap the coin. I had some Mexican colleagues last time here were explaining it's like a taco. You have the insides, you build the taco, and then with this taco you can go to the taco party. And the taco party, it's actually the Ethereum blockchain. So you can just enter to a taco party if you have a taco wrap. Yeah? And that's what we did with Ethereum. And why we did it? Because we put then our token on Uniswap. So what do we do now? A lot of people knew that we were working on that already. We are now on the Binance Smart Chain. So we have another token. Now we have 2 tokens and 1 coin. Yeah? Now we have token on the Ethereum blockchain, token on the Binance Smart Chain, and a coin on our Zeniq blockchain. What does it mean? The next decentralized exchange. We are already on PancakeSwap. It's already listed since the few days. So it's already live. Yeah. I love this guy. I love this guy. So yeah. So we are already on PancakeSwap. You can trade it faster, cheaper. So a lot of benefits you will see, and then hopefully these wrappings, this will go so much faster than on the Ethereum blockchain. Debit card, it's a big topic. I will tell you now some insights, what is important. So the goal was, I was pushing really hard to get this to this event, but unfortunately I was not able to do it. There are so many steps. We had a few opportunities to take white label solutions. Of course, it was $250,000, that's not the topic, but then we have a white label solution for somebody. And then we're using, let's say, not technology and the idea that we want to do. So we are working really hard, and I hope that we will have end of the year the solution ready to have the virtual IBAN and also the debit card solution. And then it's depending on MasterCard that we are talking to have our Zeniq debit card. So I'm working like hell to finish this as soon as possible for you guys, and then hopefully to have in the next few months a Zeniq debit card. Hub, big topic. I remember every time when I meet some guys from Safir, oh, where is the hub? What is happening? We had some little challenges, I have to agree. So it's not a secret. Plugins, chips were missing, not just in Zeniq, also in the car industry and a lot of different companies. So it was not an excuse, it was real. These are the features that we have already on the hub. We can talk about later a little bit more in detail. And I was pushing really hard our team to have devices here, really hard. And it was funny because I knew that 400 people are here, yeah? And so this was, and so the clear message was 400 hub needs to be in Dubai at the 23rd of October, clear message. 2 weeks ago, or 10 days ago actually, we said, okay, let's start to put the software on the hubs, private key, all these special things. And from 400 people until the 1st of October, how many people do you think ordered the physical hub? 38. I was pushing really hard, and I was shocked actually when I saw the number, because I was like focusing on 400 hubs to bring it to the customs, so all this procedure, and so okay, also good. But we have 38 hubs here for the people who ordered before the 1st of October. Now the last few days, a few people ordered more because maybe there was some rumors that the hubs will be here. It doesn't matter. We will deliver, let's say, latest middle of November, the rest of the hubs. We have, let's say, 80% of the ordered hubs already in our, let's say, construction company, and we will start to send it. So hardware is here. We are very happy. Software is, of course, always in building. There will be an update on the software where you can update all the time the software, and then the distribution will start with our hardware device. And we are working already on the Hub 2 version for the future, but let's keep a few things then for the next few days. So these are the next steps, what we will do with a hub. This is already in the work. We will have a dark mode. This was strongly recommended by a lot of people. A Euro wallet, you will have the stable coin on it. Pairing with the Zeniq app, there will be connection between app and the hub. Address book, contract management, notification, minting, Zeniq app. There will be also this connection, crypto wallet, coin swapping functional, privacy enhancement, then also the 3-factor authentication, and so on. So these are the features that we will implement afterwards. There will be always an update on the hub that you can always be on the last page. Zeniq app, so Android is already out, iOS is ready. Just for you as information, we have the test flight already working since a few weeks. It's working, we just need to wait that Apple says it's fine. So, but it's already, everything is already with Apple, so we're just waiting for the confirmation that Apple is putting it live. It can happen today, it can happen tomorrow, it can happen beginning of next week, so it's just a matter of Apple. And then we have our Zeniq app on iOS and Android. Another surprise. Yes. People were maybe not expecting this. So, because you're the top 100, you will get this information. Of course, please don't tell the guy. I know that in a few minutes everybody will know, but it doesn't matter. You're the top 100, so you have the honor to get this information first. Zeniq Swap. What is Zeniq Swap? No idea, huh? No. So we have 2 exchanges now. So one exchange which is running on the Zeniq hub, and a second exchange will be ready end of the year. It's Zeniq Swap. It's working very similar like Uniswap, and you can already change tokens, coins on the Zeniq exchange. Yeah? More information than at the boat, so I don't want to extend too long. But you got already the information, so Zeniq will have 2 exchanges in the future, Zeniq Swap and the Zeniq Exchange. Thank you.
I think, like you could see, you're not just good at the way, it's just amazing. Yeah? And so, of course, tomorrow is basically the big day. So there is coming much, much more on top. But I really would like to say already to the special guests which we have today with us, to the Zeniq top management, to Erwin, to Solaiman, to Michael, thank you very much. It's absolutely unbelievable. So, of course, also when we have all this information, so please, this would be great, but of course, will not work for everyone, I know. Tomorrow we have a lot of people here which don't have this information now. So they also should have this great possibility to be surprised. So when you share now everything before they even arriving, so then it's not so surprising anymore. So keep it for you. You know everything is on track, everything is on a fantastic way. And the same, of course, when we look to Safir. So also there tomorrow specifically we will see much, much more. But just as an additional information, because I think that's important, because a lot of people were asking for it. So you know, we are here based in Dubai, that's basically in the desert. So we know, of course, also Safir, our customer service was like a service desert over the last few months. It was getting better and better and better. So, and just to know for you, this whole stuff is completely clarified now. It's completely solved. because it's not so easy, because you need your people which are answering these questions, which have high background knowledge about blockchain and this and this and this. So these people are now in place, but also thank you to our office manager, which is anyway, I think also in the room, because she has done a lot for it. Her name is Romina. She has worked a lot the last few months with her team together, and of course now we have brought additional people in place. And these are really great professional people in the background, and for sure you have recognized that there is already activated since around a week a ticket system. But the first few days no ticket was getting answered. So since yesterday all tickets are answered. There's no open ticket anymore. And from this day on, or from yesterday on, so this service level will be at a completely other level, working like it was now in the past. It's good?
Very good.
So then, of course, also important, we have activated Reshape, also like you have seen anyway by yourself, and there are just a little bit information to that, because people are sometimes confused what they can do with that. So you know by yourself that there are a lot of possibilities outside how you can change fiat to crypto. So Reshape is not the only option, it's just an additional option, which makes it simple for people which have no idea about how this crypto world works. So this is Reshape, and of course we have there two procedures. We have one procedure when people want to change from between 100 euro and 15k. So that's your automatic procedure, full KYC, only stable transactions possible right now. And from the moment where the money is transferred, it hits the bank account where it has to get transferred, the changeover is happening within maximum 2 working days, and just 2% exchange rate, because everything gets changed, of course, to the decentralized stable coin, to the other coin which we are using in the back office. So this is the first way. And then, of course, a lot of people were asking what is happening when I go above that. Because people are interested to change over to fiat, from fiat to crypto, and everything what goes above is a manual process. So there are people between, they're getting emails back, and of course there are also a few different additional things what the customer have to prove. So not just the full KYC, of course, also the source of funds, how these funds were earned. So we go through a procedure. Also this procedure is basically automized, but it's on a manual way. Email back. So and then of course this whole day, when it's whole process when it started, it takes around 7 working days, and then the customer is delivering what he is requested for. The other ones can deliver what they are requested for, and then within 7 days this procedure should be finalized. And also here again, exchange rates 2%, and basically there are many people outside who just won't go for that, because when you know what they want to change a huge amount, there are possibilities to do this. You could go to Switzerland, escrow accounts, whatever, for example. But this is a new business concept basically, where the people, when you go to a specific amount, pay a lot of fee just to get it changed over. So this 2% still stays when the amounts are going up. So I think that's a really great service, but in addition, if people also want to use other exchange services, a lot of possibilities are out in the market. This is just an additional option. Good? So, tomorrow we will see something in addition where a few people possibly could be a little bit surprised in the first moments. Because Safir basically is a hardware reseller. We are bringing high innovative solutions and hardware into the market. So right now, of course, we have the hardware, we have nothing to do with crypto, so we have no financial business what we offer, no trading, no arbitrage, no coin selling, no coin buying, nothing of it. And this is very important. So we are a hardware reseller, we bring hardware to the market, and the hardware is doing what it's doing. We are selling no coins, we are selling the hardware which is producing the coin. It's a big difference. Also, please, when someone is deciding for in-housing, as an additional information, because a lot of people are asking all the time, is this cloud minting, what is that? It's not cloud minting. It's real physical processors which are getting in there in the rigs for each customer. It's all the time 100% hardware. that's very important is we also have to communicate in a correct way. This is a foundation, a very important one. Huh? So, and also we will expand the hardware portfolio of Safir. And there we will also have products inside which have basically nothing to do with blockchain technology, but high innovative things. And there we will have basically 3 product categories. Blockchain tech, which is activated already. That's the infrastructure, the products and services which Zeniq is developing. Also there we will see a little bit more about that tomorrow, of course. Then of course we have an additional product category in the future, which we are preparing right now. This is energy tech. So, what I have understood, everyone here in the room, including myself, is ready for freedom. Yeah? But for freedom, the financial part is just one part of it. Yeah? Financially, to be good situated is a good foundation, it's not everything. So, to be really autark, you need also solutions in other categories. So we will not have there, so how to say, things inside what you can buy everywhere. This will be very specific things. And based on these contacts, what you have also recognized for sure in the meantime, over this many, many years of global operations from everyone which you have seen in the meantime here on stage, and there are a lot of others in addition. So there are contact suites around where we can bring products in place where everyone will buy, because it's just fantastic to see it. And one of the things we will see tomorrow, but not in this category, it will go in the other category, and this will be health tech. Huh? So, what is the most important thing in life? It's health. You can have so much money you want when you're sick, it takes no fun. Huh? So, also in this category we will add something, and this also we will show tomorrow. And from my point of view, this product is revolutionary. If you can see that also tomorrow, I don't know, but just as additional information. This is important for the whole strategy of Safir. We also, of course, prepare ourselves for the marketing or the market start in the United States. But for that we have to bring a few things in place. And one of the things is to have a huge portfolio of hardware products. And one of these products also have to do somehow something with crypto. It's not crypto, but it has to do something with it. But there are also a lot of other things, hardware-based products. And this will allow us in addition also to open a very huge market in the future. But of course, this will not happen tomorrow, also not next month. This takes still months. The period what it takes. We only do things when we are prepared for it. That's very important. Not just jump in because it makes fun. It has to be prepared. Everything has to be in place. So we just have to be a bit patient. We have to prepare in the background. So this will be health tech. So when people ask you tomorrow what is that now when they are seeing it, because I was thinking it's blockchain, it's this, of course. These things we also will see tomorrow, but we also see things like that. Hardware in addition, and when you see this product, this first one of this category, what it is able to do, I think you will love it. Good?
Yes.
Good. So, then of course, we will see something absolutely spectacular. We will not go in this topic today, because everyone should get this information at the same time. So we're also waiting on the other 400 that are joining us tomorrow. So this is a revolutionary concept, which is just creating such a value, not just to the customer, also to us, to the network, which are building up this whole community. It's very special, very special. You just have to get a little bit an idea in which direction it goes. So you know, of course, Zeniq's focus on this tokenization. So everything was prepared for years for that, to make it happen. We will see and hear tomorrow a little bit much more about that. But basically, it was also the question how we can find a way that the network itself have also a direct participation in these tokenization projects. Because a lot of people will say there are great projects outside. This. I also want to buy these tokens from these tokenization projects. Because it makes sense. These are physical assets in the background. These are real projects in the background. But how to find a way to benefit also the network for that, because when you've built up 100 people, 10,000, 1 million, whatever, and a lot of people are doing that, you have started a procedure, so you have a benefit of it. So it was very difficult to find this way, how this can be done. Because everything has to be correct, have to be legal, and have to get in a way done that it makes fun for everyone, for the customer, and also, of course, for the promoter. And this we will see tomorrow. An absolutely spectacular concept, which will not open just the connection from the network to the organization project itself. It opens a second door, which is again a huge market, billion dollar market in this blockchain industry in addition. And this we will see tomorrow. So tomorrow, of course, you have got notepad today, pen, whatever. Tomorrow we really have to go through the things, write it down to understand it, and of course on the third data. In addition, this Diamond Plus meeting to make the final clarifications if there are open questions. Because this thing is so strong, with all this what we have already, plus all what we get now in addition, it will go through the roof. But we have to understand it for ourselves first. Good? Yeah? So, reach for the stars. Everything is possible, everything is prepared. We know exactly what we have to do, we just have to do it. And yeah, looking forward already now to the afternoon, because now we go, of course, to the lunch break. Something to eat, something to drink, some tasty foods. Then, of course, we will go per groups, tour 1, tour 2, tour 3, tour 4, by buses to the Zeniq office, to the Safir office. When you go outside, now you will see there are people, tour 1, tour 2, tour 3, depends what is in your badge, that you know to whom you have to go, how these people look like. And then, of course, we will have a great evening, afternoon, of course, also evening together. And just as an additional information, hopefully you like it. I know that not everyone here in the room speaks perfectly English. Who doesn't speak perfectly English? Everyone speaks perfect English. Huh? No. So tomorrow, of course, we will be much more people, and we will have a lot of people from Spain, also South America, they are talking, yeah, also a lot of Spanish, and we will have a lot of people from Germany and Austria, so Switzerland, German-speaking countries. For that reason, tomorrow we will have also translation service to Spanish and to German.
Demain, c'est traduit en espagnol et en allemand, mais pas en français.
And just as a future information, when we have also in the future a leader meeting like that, we will never have a translation. For a very simple reason. Someone who wants to build up an international business, want to create a spectacular income, want to do something great, you need English. It's needed. So this is also something on the way. When you don't have it right now with you, you can learn it on the way. It will make a lot of sense, because this of course opens also a lot of possibilities, a lot of contacts what you can use when you speak the global business language in addition. So, I wish us all great days on this summit, a fantastic afternoon, a fantastic evening on the yard, and so I know we all together will do very well. And yeah, would say we go to the lunch, give us a little bit food, and then step by step we go through these next days. And yeah, all the best for the tour with the buses, for the yards, and we just enjoy the time together.